iPad accessibility.
Hi, this is Martha Rust, and I'm the Assistive Technology Specialist with Tools for Life at Georgia Tech. Today I want to talk with you about a few of the accessibility features built in within the iPad. To get to the accessibility features built within the iPad mini, or the iPod Touch, you simply click on Settings, then scroll down to General, and then you click on Accessibility. This will open up all the accessibility features built within the tablet. There are several different headings of the accessibility features. There's vision, hearing, learning, and also physical and motor. Today I'm going to cover just a few of the accessibility features built within. I'm going to start with a few of the vision ones. The first one I'd like to talk about today is VoiceOver. This is the built-in text-to-speech screen reader that is built into the tablets and the iPod Touch as well as the iPhone. To turn VoiceOver on, you simply click on VoiceOver. Then you would click on the button besides VoiceOver to turn it on. It's important to note before I turn this on, there are several different gestures that you will need to learn to maneuver around once VoiceOver is turned on. For example, you need to tap to select on an item and then double tap to open it. You can also select the speaking rate, change the pitch, and the sound effects. So I'm going to turn this on so you will be able to hear what VoiceOver sounds once it's turned on.
VoiceOver on. Settings. Important. Alert. Important. VoiceOver changes the gestures used to control iPad. Are you sure you want to continue? OK. Button.
And I will have to double click to say it's OK.
Settings. Settings. Speak hints. On. Double tap to toggle setting. Speaking rate. 30%. Adjustable. Swipe up or down with one finger to adjust the value.
If I want to change the speaking rate of VoiceOver, I would simply tap the speaking rate.
Speaking rate. 30%. Adjustable. Swipe up or down with one finger to adjust the value. 0%. Safari. Double tap to open. Training. Link. Funding. Link. Publications.
When VoiceOver is turned on, it allows someone with no vision or very little vision maneuver around a web page simply by hearing what is read aloud. As you can see, VoiceOver is reading the items on the left-hand side of the screen. If an individual wants to go to any of those links, they will simply click on it after hearing what is read aloud. The next accessibility feature I'd like to talk about is Zoom. You may already know in an iPad or the iPad mini or the iPod Touch, you can simply zoom by pinching your fingers out. But within the accessibility feature, there is also an extra zoom that allows you to zoom up to 500% more. To get there, you simply click on Zoom underneath the accessibility features by simply double tapping 3 fingers, magnifies it 500%, and then using your 3 fingers you can maneuver all the way around the screen. Another accessible feature that I'd like to show you is called invert color. This is where you can change the background color from white to black. For some individuals, having a black background is easier for them to read. You simply click on the button right beside invert colors. As you can see, the background turns black and the words become white instead of black. This is probably my favorite built-in accessibility feature within the iPad mini, and the iPod Touch, and it's called speech selection. I like this because I have my text read out loud to me. So I'll show you how it works. Simply turn it on simply by pressing speech selection and toggling that button right beside it until it's green. And then you could choose the voice. You could have it in English or any different type of voice that you would like in different languages. So I'm going to choose English, and then I could choose whether I want it United States, Australia, United Kingdom, Ireland, or South African English. So once you find one that you are comfortable with, and if you like the speaking rate, you can just click on that and go with it. So we'll go with the English United States with that speaking rate. Then I want to demonstrate how that works. For me to demonstrate that, I'm going to open up a website and I'm going to copy something like I was going to copy and paste it, and simply click Speak.
Tools for Life, Georgia's Assistive Technology Act program.
Speech selection will work in any application that you are wanting to have something read to you. Below speech selection, you will see highlight content. If you turn this feature on, it will highlight the words as it speaks it out loud. Let's go to an example. I'm going to open up the notes, and I'm going to highlight the words as if I was copying and pasting, and a black box will appear. You simply will tap Speak,
Thanks for watching this video.
and there you go. It highlights the words as it speaks out loud. They added subtitles and captioning to the accessibility features. This was really great for individuals who needed subtitles and captioning. To turn it on, you simply go to the hearing section under the accessibility features, click on it, and then you turn on closed captions right there. Another cool feature that is built into the iPad, the iPad mini, and the iPod Touch is not in the accessibility feature, but is universal, and that is using your voice to type for you. You simply pull up the keyboard in any application that you want to type, and you press on the microphone in the bottom left-hand corner, and then you speak and it will type for you. Hello, how are you? ? Today is Thursday, . Tomorrow is Friday, ! I simply use my voice to type that. See how easy that could be? For more in-depth information about using any of these items, please check out our webinar at amacusg.adobeconnect.com/tflglass/. This video was made possible by GLASS, Georgia Libraries for Accessible Statewide Services and Tools for Life, www.georgialibraries.org. Thanks for watching.